necessarily. About a month ago, I was supposed to have a friend from Czech come in here, and I realized that buying him a bike would be way easier than having him rent it. So I bought a bike on Marktplatz, and the guy asked me if he should bring the bike to me, but I said, well, it's fine, I can go get it, because I thought it's completely normal to get a biking there. So the place where we were supposed to meet was about 7 kilometers from the place where I live. It's like south from the center, and I live in Warsaw, for people who know where it is. So if you remember the times when it was like 30 degrees here, that was the time I decided to go on a bike for another bike. I was wearing a skirt, it was 30 degrees, and I went to get my bike. So I bought the bike, it was quite okay for 15 euros, so what a great deal. And then the only thing I had left was to bike home. So I sat on the bike and I took the other bike. At the moment I realized it's not really that easy as I thought. I didn't know before that you can't carry like the handle, that you have to hold it in the middle. So I tried it on one bike, but then it fell down, so I had to switch. So I switched, tried to carry the other bike, didn't work either. But at the moment I stood on the ground, I was just like pouring sweat because it was so hot, and I was wearing a skirt, so I didn't want to walk those 7 kilometers holding those bikes. I was starting to freak out, but I didn't have anybody to call because I didn't have a Dutch number. So I was just walking around in that industrial area looking for Wi-Fi to call someone to help me. At the moment I realized I was really dumb to do that, but it was too late. So eventually I got the courage to hop on the bike and carry the other one, and somehow I made it work. So I went like really slowly, but I managed to go. But then I fell down with both of those bikes. It happened on the traffic lights. There was a guy watching me, and once both of those bikes fell down, he was like, can I help you somehow? Are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine, it's fine. So I took the bikes back, but then they fell again. And at the moment I was like, yeah, I need help. But he couldn't help me because I still had to bike those, 6 kilometers. So I just decided to walk. So I walked, and I almost made it to the station. At that moment, the paddle hit my ankle, which is after an injury. So it started bleeding, and at that moment I realized that I was really, really dumb to do that. But finally I made it to the station, so I called my roommate. I said, Denisa, I have an emergency, you have to come to the station because I'm bleeding and I have 2 bikes, you have to take someone on your bike, bring them here so we can all bring the bike back home. And she said that it's impossible because nobody's home, but then maybe I could leave the bike at the station, come home, and then she could bring me back to the station and we can take the bike back. So I said, okay. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but let's just lock my bike and go. So I went home, which took me like 10 minutes. Then she had to take a shower, eat, girls. And then she took her bike, and there was another problem because I am scared of riding the bike like on its back because I just have those stupid phobias, and I just can't do that. So I was trying to carry her on the bike, which was impossible because I never did it before. So we just kept switching there and back and there and back. And eventually we somehow made it. So we were on our way to the station. And then on the traffic lights again, I had to get off and just run next to the bike. And at that moment I realized, because I'm a runner, that I just could have run to the place, buy the bike and bike back. That was apparently too late. So we just biked to the station, got my bike, went back home, and I got my bike. So
great.
That's how I just complicated something really simple.